Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 55 on the Oyarifa project. All right, so in your view is a 3D. This 3D means a three dimension. A three dimension gives you a typical view of how your house should look like when it is completed. So, in a natural sense, this house is exactly what we are building. You understand? This is exactly what we are building. So, if you ask an architect to give you a drawing or a blueprint, and it doesn't come with a 3D, please tell them you need a 3D. It is important. Previously, in episode 54, we talked about the block work, which is 6 inches hollow block. You understand? Because in the initial stage, in the ground floor, we use solid. Okay, and because of the heaviness of the slab, we don't want to put a lot of pressure on the ground floor. Okay, so when it comes to first floors, we use 6 inches, but this time it is not solid, but rather it's a hollow block. Again, our iron rods have been planted, and there are 6 rods in a stirrup. Most people will just say, because it's a first floor, there's not much load. Okay, let's do just 4 rods in a stirrup. But no, we are doing 6 rods in a stirrup, as you can see. 6 rods in a stirrup or 6 rods in a ring. Again, it is not that we are reducing the size of the iron rod, because in most cases, most people will say, because I use 16 from the ground floor, when it gets to the first floor, you can reduce it to 14 just so you can reduce cost. But no, we are lapping our iron rods with the same size, which is 16 all the way. So again, the height that we want to achieve is about 13 feet and above, because it is the same thing we did with the ground floor. And so the first floor is also going to do the same. And in that sense, the steel fisher will need to extend the iron rod to ensure that it cuts across or it goes beyond the 13 feet. Okay, every iron rod, when you take just one single or a single one, okay, of the iron rod, when you stretch it wide open, it gives you about 29.9 feet. 29.9 feet. You understand? So it means that if you take one iron rod and you cut it into 2, that is appreciable enough. You understand? Yes. So we've done all of that. Again, in this episode, you'll notice that the plumber has come in to continue all the plumbing pipes, the rain gutters. Okay, there are a lot of rain gutters in various positions. He needs to continue all those pipes, and these pipes will go all the way to the roof, and this will receive the rainwater from the roofing sheet all the way to the ground. You understand? So it is something that we are incorporating. Most often than not, you go to masons and they'll prepare cheap estimate for you, and they don't incorporate all of this. And when the house is completed, you go like, yay, we've forgotten, we didn't add this pipe here. And so you see pipes dangling on the wall, people putting pipes on the wall, which is not the best advice. You understand? Which is not the best practice also. And so everything should be hidden, be it 6 inches, okay, it's a half inch pipe. Everything should be hidden in the wall, and that is why we have to use 6 inches hollow block. You understand? 6 inches, because most of the pipes are 4 inches. Are you with me? So 4 inches can be hidden within the block work, because the block work is 6 inches in thickness. You understand? So all these things are very important. You have solar water heater system, and this piping work should go all the way to the roof. You understand? If you're going to do solar pre-installation, there should be a ducting that will receive all the cablings to the electrical room, and all these things should not be dangling on the wall. You understand? They shouldn't be dangling on the wall. It is very, very important. So we incorporate all of this into the project. so that by the time your house is done, you don't have any pipe dancing on the wall or anything showing up on the wall. Even our air conditions, we don't want to show air conditions on the wall. You understand? And for me, that is what I take key interest in. We're in the 21st century, and houses of such kind should, much attention should be given, so that at the end of the day, you don't build your house and then when you walk around, you see air conditions everywhere and it is leaking water and it's splashing on the building. No, I don't build a house like that. Either my air conditions will be hidden in a roof, or it's down in the ground floor, or somewhere hidden, but not just exposed on the ecstatic of the building, just exposed. You have air conditions everywhere. No, I don't do that. I don't do that kind of job. You understand? So much, so far, so good. The blog work is coming up nicely. Okay. Yes, we have to do them systematically, move from one level to the other so that all of them will go up at the same time. Yes, we normally transfer the load from one location to the other, from one location to the other. So here there's going to be a blog work here all the way up. Okay, so basically that is what we are doing. The mason, Mr. Dade, is taking his time to do all the demarcations. Okay, we draw the line to see the straightness. All these are necessary. Okay, so apparently I have been working from 2023 up onto 2024 and up onto 2025. I've been working, there's no break. And again, I want to say thank you to all of you for your support. Yes, I couldn't have done this without you. Some of you have watched me for 2 years, 3 years. Okay, I think your purpose of doing so was to see the consistency, to know if, okay, this guy is legitimate. And I believe that I have proven beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, it is important that before you give your money to someone, you would have done your due diligence. Okay, and I want to urge all of you that before you even come to me, take your time and watch my videos. Not just one, not just two. Watch my videos and be fully convinced. You understand? Yes, you don't have to come to me and I have to convince you. My videos will tell you. Just take your time. When someone share my video with you, take your time and do your homework. Have time to study my videos, look at my consistency, the type of project we are doing. If you need references, I have so much to give you. You understand? And then you have full confidence and assurance that, hey, this is the kind of person I'm giving my money to and I'm secure. In that way, you don't even have to ask me so many questions. Understand? Based on the kind of project that I am doing. The Oyarifa project, Project Noah, Project Danji, Project Sunshine, Project Ajoa and Dennis, Project Elizabeth, the Empires project, okay, yes, Mr. Achu's project, okay, the Project Asokwa, we have Project Yasantua, Project Lake Bosumche, Summer Project in Shira, a lot of them. I will go on and on and on and on. The Kasua project, the Kokrobite project, there's so much, how to call it. I don't want to go there. So many of them. And I have been working, and most of them have not actually seen me before. You understand? And I have built this house. Yes, for me, my reputation, okay, is very, very important. My reputation is more important than any other thing. I will not trade my reputation for some peanuts. No, we don't do that. So, consistency. You've watched me over the years. Subscribe to the channel. Put me on post notification. If you've not heard from me in 2-3 days, please check up on me. It is important. Always check up on me. Mr. Bright, I have not seen a video. What is happening? I want to know. Check up on me. You understand? Yes. Check up on me. It is always good to check up on me so that I'm healthy, I'm okay, there's no issue with me, the videos will keep coming. Yes, it is important to do so. Are you with me? And then I believe that once you are fully convinced, you can go ahead and say, Mr. Brian, I want you to build our dream house for us, and I will gladly accept it. You understand? I will gladly accept it. So you can see that the block work, the height of the door we want to achieve is 8 feet. So in that 8 feet, we need to make sure that once we get that height, we transfer the height from one location to the other. The reason being that is we have different masons laying the blocks. You understand? So the mortar bedding from one mason to the other may differ. And for that matter, they need to transfer levels from one location to the other so that one block work do not overlaps the other. You understand? Yeah, they need to transfer the load, and that's what we call top level. Call them top level. Okay, so here is the void area. This is the kitchen aspect of it, and this block work needs to go up. Okay, it needs to go up, and so that's exactly what we are doing. Okay, yes, this is the great room. That's the living area, and that is the staircase area. So beautiful and so unique. We have the game room. Okay, yes, the game room is far on your left. That is the game room. Okay, and it's so fascinating that you will see the beauty of this house in no time. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Again, my name is Mr. Bright Antonio. I am the CEO of B&C Construction. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye bye.